Hey everybody, it's Mikey, and I am here to give you some comparison, and we're gonna do it of the streamers. As you can see, whoa, doggy. The streamers right there. We're gonna compare this one to that one. Before we compare this one to that one, let's see exactly what this one and that one are. The first piece is the Playback Designs STREAM-iF, and what this is streaming interface. Whoops, this is a streaming interface. You can see on the front here, it's got just some control buttons, a USB slot so you can put a USB stick with tunes in there. Is that a mark? Oh my God, do I have a mark on here? You know how many people freak out about shit like that, dude? It's the funniest thing in the world. People will lose their mind over, let's see if I can even focus on it. People will lose, I can probably wipe it off, but people will lose their mind over that. And let's see, I can probably take my shirt. Yep, and look at that. I took it right off. It wasn't even there. But if someone gets that, they will lose it. You're like, dude, you know, whatever. That's the way people are. It's okay. You're entitled to that. But not when it's used. Anyways, here's the back, and it shows you what the back interface looks like. This thing. Right here, you've got your USB input, okay, in this case. Although it can be output, depending on how you use this. You have to remember that Playback Designs is very much a professional studio level piece, and it's actually, this guy invented the only console, the only workstation that can work in pure straight DSD with no PCM conversion. It's called a Sony Sonoma rig. Very few people have that. Gus Skeens has one, and let's see, Andreas has one, and there's maybe one or two others in the industry. So everybody else has to convert using PCM, or rather mix using PCM, do any of their manipulation of files, but not if you're Andreas or anybody that has a Sonoma rig. So this is set up so you can use it in the recording process. That's why this has a loop here, PlayLink out and in. Now this PlayLink, you may ask yourself, what is that? Well, anybody that's been around a while will recognize this connection from the old Wadia stuff, back when Wadia was great, and from maybe early some of the TIAC stuff had this. But this is an optical. I'll show you the cable that it uses. It uses a cable like this. Of course, we have to pull this protective little thing off. This cap. Let's see. I'm holding my phone. The other, let me use my teeth. Patooey. And here is the tip. That's glass, okay? And this is a very refined, polished glass. And this goes in here. This beats the living shit out of USB or any digital connection. This is the best digital connection, okay? So, and there's very few DACs that take this on the input, but guess who takes this input on all their DACs? Playback Designs, that's right. So you bring your USB into this boy, and then it will convert to you and come out via this illustrious, beautiful ST Glass Digital multi-link fiber, and this will go into the DAC. Now, you can also plug in the network cable and use this as your streamer, in which case you don't need to come USB from another streamer. But if you are using another streamer, you can go into the other streamer first, then come into here, then pop out, and it'll convert to PlayLink, and then go to the DAC, okay? Or you can just stream direct from here using this as a streamer. Here is your power, DC power inlet for, you can have like a power supply like that, or whatever, just to power this puppy. When you get into something like this, and then of course, that outboard power supply can be very important and make a big difference. If you use just a wall wart, it usually sucks. So you have to go on to buy $1,000, power supplies and all that other BS. So a lot of times these little boxes aren't really as inexpensive as they seem, because they come along with associated gear. Now, up here, what we have is the Stream X2. Okay, so this is the latest version of what I just showed you. This is much more comprehensive. It's got a massive power supply. It uses mu metal encapsulated transformers like all playback designs. That's another thing that you won't see in any other electronics that I still haven't seen it from anybody. And it's especially important in DACs, is a mu metal encapsulated transformer. That means it's magnetically shielded. Nobody uses mu metal. It's extremely expensive, and to do that is a pain. But Andreas does because he means business. So you can see on the back, here's your inputs. We've got our AES, we've got AES output, we've got our USB stick as well, our coax. You know, we've got all our associated, and of course we've got our P-Link loop, you know, right here, which is for doing recording using this thing and using pro level stuff like right here, master tape recording, which I will get in with you guys shortly. This thing smokes all turntables, and if that isn't enough for you, you don't like the Otari, I've got a pro level Studer of Switzerland there that came out of Hollywood Sounds, which was a Hollywood recording studio. Who knows, maybe Van Halen recorded on that thing, but you know some people did. Anyways, so I'll get back to that. I was talking about the playback, wasn't I? Yes, and we're comparing these two things. So hold on and we'll get the listening underway. Hold on. So first we're going to listen to the STREAM-iF, which is the playback STREAM-iF, which is on top, and then we're going to listen to the STREAM-X, which is the new one, and we're going to see if we can hear a diff. So hold on. Okay, so first off, we're going to listen to the STREAM-iF, and this is streaming from Tidal right off Roon. So we're going Ethernet right into the back of that little streamer on top. And then we're coming out of that via AT&T Glass Fiber Digital, which is called ST Glass Fiber, ST Digital, down to the DAC, Playback Designs MPD-8 on the bottom. So here we go. Okay, now here we go with the Stream X2. Let's see if we can hear a difference between this and STREAM-iF, the little guy. Okay, everybody. Well, after that comparison, I've got to say MPS or M. After that comparison, I've got to say that StreamX2 was definitely better. I listened to it back now, and you can see the volumes on the same exact number. Didn't change anything. I just put in the new piece. I used the same connectors, all that kind of stuff. It's clear which one's better, and so I would say it's definitely recommended for anybody that has the MPD8. The StreamX is the natural companion to it, and especially now that I heard that, it is, to me, you don't need any other streamers, you don't need any other power supplies. It cleans up all your streamer power supply BS mess and gets you straight to business, which is just plug an Ethernet into your source, feed your DAC using a glass fiber, and you're in business. So, pretty clear winner there, in my opinion. All right, thanks for joining. See you.